We have lived thousands of years without without any problem with the nomadic herdsmen. Peaceful people. You get your gas get stocks in the road. They come and assist you. So what happened? Something happened that led them to this. So now we are not talking about banditry. We are talking about ethnic war.
So it's an ethnic war, right?
Yes, it's going on. Yes.
So between which ethnic group?
Between now the nomadic Fulani, the headsmen, and the others. If they are, the others means anybody who's not them. So you can imagine a Fulani man would tell me in Zamfara state that he cannot go into areas, like he cannot go into the town of Shinkafi. When the emir of Shinkafi is a Fulani man, they cannot. So it's a war between nomadic Fulanis and the others. The others include Fulanis too that are sedentary. If you go there westward on the Kadarawa of Kebbi State, there's war between them. If you go south with the Igbos and the Yorubas, and between themselves too. It's a complex issue that Nigerians need to pipe down, put cold brain and understand the issue. But I see the solution is very simple, but it's not military hardware. Anything but not military hardware.
What's the solution?
The solution is dialogue and teaching, because these people, they are acting with instincts, natural instincts, not with special knowledge. And they don't have any ambition or anything. When they didn't have, what is the future? What do they look at? What do they want to achieve? They don't have that vision. They are talking about existence. Their livelihood is destroyed. Because the cattle rustling that was going on for a long time, they are the first victim of it. When their cattle finished, then people started rustling cattle in towns. So these cattle rustlers that came suddenly into the scene, this is the source where we should investigate, and we need psychologists, criminologists to investigate how suddenly cattle rustling become a booming business in Nigeria, especially in northern Nigeria, and how it affected the socio-cultural behavior of the nomadic Fulani. It's very important. They are pushed into criminality, and I think the same way, if you understand, can bring them out from it very easily and quickly.
Okay, I'd like you to clarify something.
Yes.
These elements, these bandits that you've seen, that you know, that you've spoken to,
yes,
they are Fulanis, is it?
Yes.
They speak Fulfulde.
They speak Fulfulde.
So,
and they speak Hausa.
Okay, so you call them the House of Fulani.
This is what we call the House of Fulani because of the, what do we call it, interlacing of the culture, language between the Fulani and the Hausas.
But they are originally Fulani.
They are physique and everything, they are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian extraction.
Oh, you know, they're Nigerians, no doubt about that.
They are Nigerians.
Yes, in fact, some of them have parents in the town.
So why, for those who say some of these criminal elements are non-Nigerians who move through the ECOWAS territory
yes,
into Nigeria, is that true?
What happened is, you see, as I've said, now we are having an ethnic war. The Fulani nomadic feels his existence is threatened. So what they do is, when they have a war, they call other Fulanis from other countries, irrespective of where they are. Fulani is Fulani man. They go to defend their kinsmen. Then disperse, each one goes back to his roga. So that's why they what do you call it? They transit the borders just for an operation and go back. But if there is calm and there's peace, you will not see this kind of incursion of foreign elements into the nation. And that's why it's very important. The government is very proactive in this issue. Let's go in, let's educate them, let's register them, let us do what we do to others, so that we don't have any Nigerian that can be susceptible to be used.
When the British people came in, People who know colonial history will know that they privileged them. They decided to divide and rule this country by privileging the Fulanis over other groups. Well, in a way, if you are the victim, the killings are senseless. But if you are the one doing the killing, it makes sense. A lot of Nigerians don't appreciate our history. They don't also appreciate what has been happening in this country, especially in the past few years. I believe that if people know history, they will know why the Fulanis are doing this. If people know our recent history, they will know that there is an attempt to grab a lot of land from the people of this country for the Fulani of the whole world. For people who don't know, the Fulanis have their original homeland in Guinea. That is in Futajalon. And they had an outing from Guinea. From 1804, the outing in Nigeria was represented by the Usman Dan Fodio Jihad. It succeeded. There was a caliphate which they established outside even the boundaries of this country, because the caliphate from Sokoto, if you go up country, it went into Chad, it went into Niger. And then from independence, we have had about 3 Fulani leaders who have led this country. But in the original homeland, which is Guinea, the Fulanis have not been allowed to lead Guinea. So Nigeria has become their second preferred homeland, where they are inviting the Fulanis of the whole world to come and claim as their own country. And people should realize this. And if we sit down here on our ancestral lands in this country, and somebody comes in to kill us, it becomes a problem. Let me just say this.
Professor, I'm afraid I have to interrupt you.
No, let me just say this.
Just before you say what you say, or what you want to say, I want to ask, how are you able to draw this thread? You have talked about history. Yeah. We all know that before now, yes, we fought intertribal wars. Yes. I mean, there were conquests every now and then. The Benin Empire, for instance, was quite expansive. Yes. And it also, made its own conquests. Yet nobody has been able, whenever Ife Modake is fighting, nobody is talking about prehistorical or, pre-colonial wars to justify what is happening now.
The Ife Modakakwe war is a local phenomenon. In Nigeria, what happened when the British people came in? Remember, the Caliphate was a pre-colonial phenomenon, and it gave the Fulanis some privileges even over the Hausa states, because they manipulated Islam to take over the Hausa states, and it gave them some privileges over the Hausa states and other Nigerian groups which they used to raid as slaves. When the British people came in, people who know colonial history will know that they privileged them. They decided to divide and rule this country by privileging the Fulanis over other groups. So what happened is that the Fulanis moved with their privileges from the pre-colonial period into the colonial period. And now that we have independence, they are also moving with the privileges they had under the colonial government into independent Nigeria. And independent Nigeria is not a feudal system. Independent Nigeria cannot allow a group of people to come into this country from all over West Africa and claim this as their own country. What happened during colonialism was that the states we have presently became fixated in terms of their boundaries.
Well, my question is, how do you know that there is an invitation, as you put it, from local Fulanese or Nigerian Fulanese, as it were, to their counterparts in, say, Guinea?
They have not hidden that. They have not hidden that. Remember, the governor of Kaduna State has agreed, has admitted that he used state funds in Kaduna to pay Fulani people from outside the country from coming to attack us. Remember that the government is now belatedly saying that the people who are responsible for this are foreign mercenaries. Remember that the Inspector General of Police before this one and the Minister of Agriculture has argued consistently that the people attacking this country are not Nigerians. They are from outside.
This Ghana president that is here now, remember that around the first time, I think 2012.
Yes.
Good. It was this same man that chased the Fulani herdsmen out of Ghana. When they came in with what they were doing in Nigeria, the man said, no, you can't do that here. He asked them to cross in the open. He dared them. He said, come and cross this line. The IG of Ghana police came out and asked them, can you shoot more than us? They called to rule against these same farmers. These same Fulani herdsmen. And pronto, they ran out of Ghana. Some of them who wanted to do, they said, please, give us where to stay. David, that was how that matter was settled in Ghana. This is not a story. This is not a propaganda. This is what happened in Ghana. It happened. Did you see such a political will in Nigeria? The answer is no. David, the answer is no. To tell you the type of wicked leaders you have in Nigeria, very wicked human beings. You went outside here to invite terrorists into Nigeria for selfish interests. They are not even apologetical about it.
But somebody said they went outside.
I said they said somebody from the north, a governor, Baraje Kawu. He came out in the open, was beating his chest. Yeah, we invited them. We told them to come, that the jihad had started in Nigeria. And nobody have called him to question up to today. You saw how El Rufai himself even collected our taxpayers' money to go and pay them in the Sahel. Yet they came inside here. You saw how Sheik Gumi was going into the forest telling you that those bandits are their boys. That anybody that shoot them or threaten them will not get their vote. These things happened before our very eyes. And these are people who claim to love Nigeria. These are people who claim to...
Hi, welcome back. And let's say all of you we don't watch and listen to the thing we see they happen now concerning Fulani headers and the thing we say that they do to the people of this country. Though you don't see way many of them see na Sheik Gumi and Kawu Baraje, now them be the most sponsors of the headers we say they don't turn bandit now. And though before this issue we face for this country, go feel leave this country. Now when Sheik Gumi and this Kawu Baraje has been arrested. If not, I don't think this issue that Nigerians are facing will leave this country. I don't see we Fulani headers, they enter people farm, they buy them, they like hurt them anyhow, but anytime we Sheik Gumi and some northerners they come out, they talk that they always support within Fulani headers they do to these people. If you come down and listen to what Sheik Gumi talk and the other man will be saying, talk for inside this video too. The other man will talk and say Fulani agenda is not to conquer Nigeria only, is to take over Nigeria, for Nigeria to be their own. Waiting that they try carry Nigeria as BC, they won't carry Nigerians as their own nation. How their plan be that? But many of you don't know. This Sheik Gumi where they always talk say he know where bandits, he know where then they stay, he know where they reside. Why we say government no they ever come at one ask and say when in they always meet them. That is the case. Even government is scared of Sheik Gumi and all these guys who say that the sponsors and Fulani assessment. Or then we get to tell Una about this. And for those of Una we get anything we say that want to talk concerning this issue, make Una drop Una own thoughts for inside comment section. And also if not today be your first time, make it like, share, subscribe. Thank you.